Welcome back to Boating with Fraser. Hope everyone's having a good day. Today in this video, I'm just going to show you how to do a basic compression test on a marine outboard. It's the easiest test you can do on your motor to know the health of your engine. In this step-by-step video, I'm going to show you from the tools you need, what to look out for, tips and tricks. Yeah, let's jump straight into it. Today we're just doing compressions on this 8 horsepower Yamaha 2-stroke. These are just a simple 2-cylinder CDI ignition system. Most 2-strokes and 4-strokes have different ignition systems. 2-strokes commonly use a CDI ignition system, whereas the 4-stroke uses a TCI ignition system. It's important to use a spark tester on a 2-stroke because the leads fire differently compared to a 4-stroke, and if your leads aren't grounded, it can short the ignition system out and can damage your ignition system. So make sure to use a spark tester on a 2-stroke. Doesn't really matter so much on a 4-stroke as their ignitions are different. The tools you'll need for this job is a compression tester. You can get these cheap online. This one's literally just from Temu. Does the job just fine. Ratchet set with a spark plug socket and a spark tester. You can pick these up online as well. This is quite a big one, but you can get smaller ones online that are nice and cheap. These are really handy to have to seeing if your engine has spark or not. Now first start off by pulling your leads on your spark plugs, just like that. And just grab your spark plug extension and just crack the spark plugs, pull them out. Just like so. When you pull your spark plugs out, just give them a quick check. Just check if there's any shearing on the little pin at the top. You want it to be nice and sort of a sharp edge. Just see how dirty they are. Make sure your plugs are set to the right gap. Just compare them to see if they're roughly the same. On most engines, you can see down here they have spark setting gaps. So it's saying here 1 mil. So you want 1 mil between your pin and the top of clearance. Next, we'll grab our spark tester and just hook it up to the leads. You just want to put the little prong on earth. Any earth on the block is fine to make sure it will stay on there. But I'll just go in here. Just grab 2 of your leads and plug them in, like so. There. Put that somewhere nice, hold on. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. Now you want to grab your compression tester, put the right attachment on the end, screw it into the top cylinder. Don't have to do it overly tight, just do it hand tight so it's nice and sealed. Once you got that sealed in there, drain the PSI out. Now what you're looking for in terms of PSI doesn't really matter too much. Rule of thumb, as long as within 10 PSI between each cylinder, it's usually fine. Anything over that might be something wrong with it, as in could be a head gasket, could be a valve on a 4-stroke, or could be a piston ring or something. You can get the actual specs on a service book or whatever, but as long as they're in 10, it's fine. Right, now onto the fun part. I'm going to crank this over 5 or 6 times, just until the PSI evens out. So make sure your spark's on. You can see there, got 110 psi. Just want to remember that or write it down and move on to the next cylinder. And as you can see, we had spark. You could see the spark on the spark tester there. Make sure that's always working as well. Now we'll move on to the bottom cylinder and just repeat the process. We've got 115 psi on the second cylinder, so this is fine on compressions, it's good. But yeah, now grab your spark plugs. I like to give them a bit of a clean in the wire wheel. You can just, if they're not too dirty, you can just grab a wire brush or something, just scrape off a bit of that dirt or oil or whatever, yeah, and then put them back in. I just use a wire wheel. Now you just want to put your spark plugs back in to each cylinder, like so. Don't have to overly tighten them. I see so many spark plugs I try and undo when we get the engines into the shop and they're just being absolutely cranked the shit out of them. It's an absolute nightmare to get them done. You can easily break them, so I just like to do them pretty firm tight. Once they reach snug, I just give them a wee extra sort of tighten. That's all they need. Now just put your coils back on, press them tight till you hear them click, and bang, you're good to go. That's how you do a compression test. Always important to run it up afterwards just to double check it's all working right. But yeah, those are the basics on a compression test. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helped. If you're trying to do a compression test or whatever, hope it just gave you a nice explanation on how to do it. I'll see you in the next how-to video. Peace.